Right, hey guys, Matt the Greeter here. The Hanjo. Alright, here we go. So, here we go. Trying out a different helmet setup here. So, I got my cold weather helmet on. It's my Schuberth C3 Pro modular. It's from my in-laws because they didn't want me getting I don't know what. So anyhow, so last cold weather riding season, I had affixed my GoPro to this helmet with the 3M Velcro, and the glue for the Velcro just did not do the trick, so it kept coming loose, and I did not enjoy the riding experience with that. So this year I was kind of talking about that, and online, maybe I mentioned it in a video. Was that what it was? Oh, correct me if I'm right. So Junkyard Dadski suggested this Dango clip available on Amazon, and so I was looking at it, and it's a clip that's supposed to clip to just about anything, and it has the GoPro attachment on it. So I was like, you know what? Again, I'm still working through those gift cards. I was like, now's the time. So I'm not using the 3M glue anymore. So I went for the Dango clip, and that's what I'm running right now. And the second, I mean literally within seconds of pressing confirm order, oh man, I'm spacing. Was it 508 Knucklehead? Was it you, man? Who shot out this glue idea, and it's a different kind of glue adhesive, and that's what he's been using, and he says it sticks. His camera's still where it's supposed to be. So that was interesting, because I just pulled the trigger on this clip. I don't know what's around this corner, so let's take it easy, shall we? So so I was like, the clip, you know, it's more money than I wanted to spend, but if it stays on the helmet, great. And I was looking at the reviews, and some people were saying, well, upwards like over 70 miles an hour, you start to have a problem, and the clip wants to slide off. And I'm noticing on the modular, just when I had put it on, my modular is nice and slick, so it's not easy for anything to grab onto this. And so I was like, oh man, maybe I'm making a mistake here, but it's not a total mistake, because I'll be able to use this clip elsewhere for the GoPro, you know, like my car or something like that. So it won't be a total loss if it doesn't work out. However, I would like it to work out, because it just clips on and clips off. And so anyhow, if this doesn't work out, then I'm going to investigate the adhesive that 508 Knucklehead said. So Junkyard Dadski recommended this Dango clip, and I'm trying to get you a view of it, but it's tucked in pretty good under there. And it does, the Dango clip does take up a bit of room in here, so I can feel it on my neck, and you know, it does hang down, but there is enough space to get my finger in to hit the mechanism to detach the modular chin bar and raise it up. So that was the problem with some of my other attempted ideas, was that there was no way then to, once clicked shut, there was no way to click the button to pull up the chin bar. And the modular fits real nice and snug under the chin. So if I don't lift the chin bar, there's no getting my head out of this thing, you know what I'm saying? So let's do this. Go ahead. So anyhow, that was one of the old things I'm thinking about here. So and the other reason I decided to go for it too, in spite of the fact that they come loose at 70-75 miles an hour occasionally, was that I'm typically only wearing this helmet in the cold weather, and in the cold weather I'm trying to stay off the highway as much as I can, so I don't believe I'll be getting upwards of speeds over, you know, 75, 85 for very long, if at all, in the winter. You know, and in my winter rides, it's generally, you know, it's in the 20s or whatever, and so I fire up the bike, I get up and down the street. Maybe I'll do a loop on the sunny streets and get back. I don't stop and get off the bike because, you know, there's always that fear of it not starting again, you know, and I'm like at a gas station somewhere, you know, in a 22-degree day where, you know. But I know the real tendency when I'm cold is to ride faster, which makes me colder. So I don't know if that's the same for you, but it's so I'm working against myself when it gets cold out. And so again, so today is probably in the low 60s, not exactly cold, but I had a minute, so I thought I'd try to set this helmet up. So the one thing I don't know is if there's too much wind noise. So if there's a lot of wind noise, then this may not be, maybe I'll just need to compromise and go for winter rides and just not record if there's too much wind noise. So the other thing, I'm not wearing my earplugs. This helmet is extremely snug and very comfortable feeling, but I do have to take out my earring because, you know, I can get it on over the earring a little bit, but I can't take it off with the earring without risking ripping the earring out. But it's not uncomfortably snug. It's very nicely snug. I said this is like wearing a limousine on my head. So anyhow, oh, the other thing was the angle of the GoPro. So I don't know what I'm looking at now. My C3 has a very simple chin area, and that clip-on GoPro holder, you know, it just so happens to point straight ahead down the road. So that's why you get the view you get on my C3. However, the Schuberth with this Dango and oh, so I had to also add a little extension bar, which I had when I got the 3M kit that came with a few different attachments. I had to use one of those to get the camera a little further away from the helmet, because the way the Dango clip works, where it attaches where the helmet is curving down a little bit. So it was pointed, I'm sure it was pointed at my tank mounted gauges, and that does not a pleasant video make. Just looking at my tank mounted gauges, unless you're enjoying watching my RPMs and judging me where I shift. So there's that. Again, you can always tell the rider of a low rider, at least a Dyna and earlier, and like a Road King, because we got tank mounted gauges. We're looking down. I think Heritage maybe has tank mounted gauges as well. So it's not an optimal design, but you know, I don't know. Well, that's all I'm going to say about it, I suppose. So I'm going to turn around up here and let you go. And, oh, it's my 6-year-old's birthday really soon. And so we had a little thing for him today. We had some friends. And what did he want? Just like his old man. Instead of a cake, he asked for a cannoli. So, you know, I'm not sure how much Italian blood he has in him. But anyway, a cannoli's always welcome in our house, in our apartment. So anyway, Matt the Grader, I'm gonna head on back. We got part 2, going to the in-laws, and they're excellent cooks. I wonder if he would have seen me if I just had my halogen. I got my custom dynamics. We'll see. Alright guys, Matt the Greeter. Hey, I don't know if I can shut this thing off. I don't know where the button is. I should have done a little range of motion test, because it's a little further away from the helmet. I'm gonna try to hang up now. And if I'm still here, You know, just chalk it up. Just pretend I'm your crazy aunt who has no idea what she's doing. Doesn't even know she's on the phone. All right, guys. Matt the Greeter, care about you. Bye. Potentially goodbye.